about to give Frank the floor. I'm going to go ahead and let him minister to you, and I'm sure that your souls will be blessed. This is Clevester Hines with Teens for Christ. Frank, you've got the floor, my friend.
Thank you, sir. First of all, I'd just like to give honor to God. Man, just to all the saints out there and then the ones that's not even saints. Man, just give God some of your time so you can get an understanding. Spend some time when if it's nothing but 5 or 10 minutes reading the Bible. One of the things that encouraged me was a person told me just to read and write down your scriptures. And if you don't take nothing but 2 or 3 minutes to do that, I started out with like maybe 15, 20 minutes. But if you don't take nothing but 5 or 10 minutes, just pray to God to give you a word for that day. And he's going to lead you in the Bible to where you need to be. And once you receive that word, begin to spread and share that word with somebody else. You know, my inspiration is all the saints and intercessory prayer that went before me. So I'm only here because of the intercessory and because of the grace and mercy that God laid upon me. My poem is entitled, What Is It to Gain the World and Lose Your Life? And the reason that poem was written because it was a time in my life where I was doing so much wrong and I was accumulating money, but I still couldn't find happiness. And I tried to look for joy and peace, and I thought it would come within that money, but I never found it. I thought it would come through building relationships with various women, and I never found it. And I just kept on searching and seeking, and I never could fill that void. And when I had the opportunity and chances, I would give stuff back to people that was less unfortunate. And to be able to do that always made me feel good. And one day God just sat down and totally convicted me from just doing all wrongdoings. And I continue to work at that every day because we all have our faults. So it's not a ending process, but it's a beginning process, and that begins every day. So you have to start to give up some of the things that's going on and that's involved in your life, but be able to look forward and pray to God to guide you and lead you the right way, so that it's not a hindrance to your growth. You know, as I say, my poem is entitled "What Is It to Gain the World But to Lose Your Life," and that's based off of Matthew 16 chapter 26 verse, and that verse states, "For what is it for a man to profit or inherit it in exchange for his soul?" And if you give God your life, you gain life. But if you give the world your life, you lose your life. And my poem goes like this. So I chose to give my life that night inside of a cell. What is it going to be for you, young brothers and sisters? Got to think about it. Now you're going straight to hell. And now you're crying and you're begging the Lord for forgiveness. But it was all your fault who chose not to listen. You had two choices in this dirty game of life. It was death or prison. Death became your ultimate decision. And your friends seeing you fall, we watched it happen from a distance. But when we think of you now, all we can do is break a bottle, pour out some liquor, and start reminiscing. And it's because of you we changed our lives to be a Christian. But oh my God, when you look inside this book of life, guess whose name is missing? Shame on you. You had no kids, no wife. I pray to God before you close your eyes that you had Christ. So I ask you again, young brothers and sisters, what is it to gain the entire world only to lose your life? Thank you all very much. God bless and Happy New Year.